Hi and welcome to Outwell and to our Daytona drive-away awning for motorhomes. Now this is from our cruising collection and it's designed to fit any vehicle between 170 centimetres and 220 centimetres in height. So quite a large, wide, varying range of vehicles that this will fit. If you want to know more details about how it actually attaches to these vehicles, then be sure to check out our pitching instruction video, which will go into the details of how to attach it. In terms of features, that's what I'm going to talk you through here. So I just want to start with the fly sheet that we use on it. With it being from our cruising collection, you'll find that we're using our Outex 3000 material here. So this is a good quality taffeta polyester that you would expect to last for a good long time. It's fully PU coated on the inside. It has fully taped seams and of course is completely waterproof with a hydrostatic head of 3000 millimeters, ensuring that even in heavy rain, you are going to stay nice and dry within the drive-away awning itself. The frame that we use on here is made up of Duratec fiberglass poles, so these are nice and strong. In fact, a little bit stronger than standard fiberglass poles because what they have is a protective coating on the outside, just to ensure that they are that little bit stronger and a little bit more resilient to stronger wind conditions. So to aid with the stability of the drive-away awning, we use our Outwell wind stabilizers, which is what these straps here are. So all you have to do when setting the tent up is simply just wrap these pieces of material around the poles like this and fasten into position. You'll find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of each of the poles all the way around here, and you'll see that this is where we pre-attach our guy lines. So once you take these out and peg them into position, that's going to pull the fabric against the frame of the tent, just making it a little bit more taut and therefore a little bit more stable. We've actually tested this drive-away awning to withstand a force 9 on the Beaufort scale. So in terms of bad weather, this is covered because it is totally waterproof, as I mentioned, and it can stand up to a force 9 gale. So yeah, that's that covered. At the top of the drive-away, you'll find that we have a good sized ventilation panel, and just underneath that we have some mesh ventilation. So when you're in here and it's a little bit warm, then we can obviously just let the air escape out of here. Obviously that does let cool fresh air into the tent as well. If it gets a little bit too chilly though, we can get rid of these just by removing the Velcro tabs and pressing down on the outside. As I mentioned, the guy lines are pre-attached and you can see that they are all luminous, so that should stop you from tripping over them quite as easily when it's a little bit darker outside. When it comes to taking the tent down, each of these guy lines has its own retainer, which is just what this loop at the bottom here is for. So all we have to do is simply wrap these up in our hands and pop them in here so that they're easily accessible the next time you come to use the awning. We also supply you with our easy pegging system on here as well, and that's where we have 3 different styles of pegs. The solid steel pegs are for all 4 corners and they would go through the grey pegging points. We then have the black plastic pegs for all of the black pegging points, and we have the luminous pegs to go with the luminous guy lines, making it easy for you to get the right peg in the right place. So a great feature on the Daytona is that you've got a front entrance here and then there is 2 side entrances as well, of course all with waterproof doors that you can zip down into position. We'll just step inside and take you through what we have in here. So we have 2 large windows on either side of the Daytona, which is going to let a lot of light into the area, making it feel that little bit more spacious. If you want though, you can get a little bit more privacy or less light coming in. You just see at the bottom here we have this curtain which is rolled away at the moment, but that can either be brought halfway up or of course we can fully close it as well. Just at the top in here, I'll just highlight, this is the mesh ventilation that I was mentioning earlier on that corresponds to those outside panels. At the top here you can see that we have a lantern hanging point in a good central location, so if you're sitting out here in the evenings you do have somewhere to hang your lantern. The ground sheet that we use in here from front to back and side to side is fully sealed. It's a good quality material which is a double coated polyethylene, so very durable and totally waterproof with a hydrostatic head of at least 10,000 mil. It is bathtub in style, so it comes up around the edges and that's going to stop any drafts from coming in. It's going to keep out things like dirt, dust and sand, and more importantly hopefully keep out those unwanted bugs as well. So next I just want to show you the area that we have between the vehicle and the awning part of the drive-away here. And we call this our link access zone. So if I open this up, you will be able to see this area in here. So you can see between the vehicle and the awning itself, we do have this ground sheet which comes with the drive-away awning, and that's obviously just to give you a waterproof section here to stand on, and also just to stop any drafts from coming through. And then you can see that the top section here is then attached onto the vehicle, giving you a complete watertight covering between the vehicle and the awning itself. So we do have a couple of optional extras available for the Daytona, which would be the flat woven carpet that you can see in this area, just giving you a bit of comfort underfoot. There's also a footprint available to go under the awning, which would enable you to put that down first, to then pitch the awning on top of that. And that way, when you take the awning down, the bottom of the ground sheet is going to be clean and dry for the next time you come to use it. So that's all the features of our Daytona drive-away awning from our cruising collection. Thanks very much for watching.